Yeah, it's definitely what that first word encompasses.
Hard.
Yeah, I remember beating Bloodlines on a fucking, like, school computer on an emulator.
How was the frame rate on that? Did it slow down like a lot?
Actually, it ran pretty fine.
That's good.
Yeah, unlike Paper Mario 64, where it fucking tanked.
To revive him, she needed to travel all over Europe enlisting help from all the powers of darkness. Which apparently also includes zombie Nazis. Because Germany's a stage you go through.
Yeah, don't even bother explaining that.
All the powers of darkness.
Also, Eric Placard's hair is blonde in the cutscene, but it's like when you get to the game, it's like the complete opposite color.
It's like green, and then when you get to his Blood Portrait of Ruins design, he looks totally different. Right. How do you...
When did Portrait of Ruin take place? Like after this game?
So this game takes place in 1917, and Castlevania Portrait of Ruin takes place in 1944. You know, smack dab in the world of World War II.
Ah, so I see, Germany's a common theme here. Got something to say?
Castlevania, how to set up two-player on Bloodlines.
No, wait, Mr. Morris, don't whip the Nazis. I think they'll like it.
I'm pretty sure the game is... Like, I see the icon that says one player start, so I swear this game has to be multiplayer.
Well, if it's not, then fuck. Unless it's one of those games where one of you dies and then the other person goes next.
How does two-player work on Castlevania Bloodlines?
But yeah, and tomorrow we gotta try that Pokemon quiz.
Yeah, we can do that. Like, I swear it implies...
Are you sure?
I thought it did have multiplayer. I guess I'll see. Does Castlevania Bloodlines have multiplayer co-op? It says the game is single player only. So why the fuck does it say one player start at the... You know what? Here's what we can do instead. I'll do a run of the game, like, as normal, no save states. and then whenever I die, I can watch you do a run of the game and see how far you get if you beat the game, because I'm sure you can if you've done it before.
I've done it before with save states.
Can you do it without them?
Because this game is you get like 3 continues and then it's back all the way to the fucking beginning.
Yeah, it's a shame that this game doesn't actually have.
And wait, technically did the older games have that too?
Did they? Which games?
Didn't 3 have that, or am I wrong?
You had the partner mechanic.
The Japanese version had that. Or no, it was the English version that had that. Not the Japanese had fucking infinite continues, I think.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, Englishmen are assholes.
Yeah, it was the English version that had the limited continues.
Yeah, I mostly remember Bloodlines for how fucking bloody and gory this is for a Genesis game. Oh yeah, I forgot he has that little spinny thing.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, this dude can stab downwards. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he can pole vault himself upward with his own spear.
He has the Mario 2 super jump. I remember this section near the end of the game where it's just like they jump scare you with a bunch of running knights. Like, there's a room where it's just blank hallway, and then it's just like this giant fucking knight in armor comes running at you from behind. After he shot on my back, after he came from behind.
After he axed me from behind.
Oh yeah, I think this is supposed to be a reference to Castlevania 1.
Yeah, because the first stage is just the ruins of Castle Dracula. How do you pluralize it? The mermans? The mermen? The mermen?
The Mormons?
Grilled
The
Mormons?
Mormons? Grilled Mormons?
Gotta check the rule, make sure that's okay.
Wait, you gotta check the other wall, check the other wall.
I did, there's nothing there.
I could have swore there was something.
There was a turkey on the wall down there.
Oh yeah, since this is a Genesis game, the skeletons moonwalk. Because of course.
Who's back?
I forgot Michael Jackson's Moonwalker was a thing. Except I didn't, because the only reason I even remember that game's existence is because Angry Video Game Nerd talked about it. And apparently there was a... Here's the thing. Was the movie based on the game, or was the game based on the movie?
I would sooner assume the movie... The game was based on the movie.
Like, this is a prime example of what I'm talking about. It's a rotting hellhound.
Yeah, the designs on this game were badass.
It explodes into guts and blood when you kill it. Like, that's fucking repulsive.
Right.
Well, except not really, because I'm basically desensitized to that kind of shit. I mean, I've watched all 3 Terrifier movies, for fuck's sake.
You're a horror movie buff.
Man, I can't wait for Terrifier 4 where Art the Clown terrorizes a brothel.
What is this?
That definitely won't happen. Maybe by Terrifier 7, maybe, but I don't even know if they'll fucking get that far, honestly.
You want to see?
As
speaking of gory, look at these hanging corpses. I think those are fleamen. Whatever it is, they're missing their
dripping blood.
They're missing their torsos. They're being hung by chains.
But being Terrifier is a slasher movie franchise, you have to have at least... and then lie and say that's the end, and then have 5 more. I've always hated these skull towers. I think this is like their most annoying incarnation.
Yeah.
Because they aren't, well, okay. And the Castlevania 3 ones are pretty fucking annoying too, but like... Castlevania 1, once you know the pattern, you can, and you know where they're placed, it's not so bad. Like, the ones in the first one aren't so bad, because, like, they have a pattern. An actual recognizable pattern. But it's like the fucking skull towers in this game in 3, it's like a second player is controlling them. Like, and seems random.
Right. Oh.
I think the skeletons in this game are my favorite enemy, because they're just... They're a type of goofy, but they're also badass at the same time.
Kinda like Patrick.
You'll never get past my swinging scythe, Eric Lacard. How did you...
Skeleton. Well, it's like you said. They're pretty dumb, but they're also kind of badass.
No, seriously, how the fuck did you...
How? That should not have happened.
Okay, these guys have always been admittedly annoying. These snake guys.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what they're called. I'm sure they have a name somewhere.
Yeah.
Or they, I think it's... They start with I think they're literally called wall snakes. I was thinking of another one. There was another, like, skeleton snake enemy with, like, a Q in its name. It's really kind of hard to pronounce. Like, Quetzalcoatl or something like that? I don't
Yeah, I think that's what they're called. One second. Just have to plug in my laptop.
Oh yeah, if you were John Morris, you gotta use that mechanic where you swing on the ceilings with the whip to avoid this guy's attacks.
Yeah, admittedly, that was a cool feature.
I'm pretty sure they brought that back in some later games, like, what was it, Mirror of Fate? Yeah, remember Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate? That was a game.
Yeah, I never played it.
With some weird, like, 2D amalgamation of Lords of Shadow.
Right.
I don't think it was that bad. If I don't, maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I don't remember it being that bad.
It's just like, it's okay. I guess I think the opinion of it was like, it's okay, but it's not. I think the problem with it was that it was repetitive. And also it had like really long stages where all you're basically doing is fighting ambush battles that you're locked in.
Oh, and hey, this song was in Circle of the Moon. I think.
It appeared quite a few times throughout the series. It is the Art Tower theme in
It's a burning super death sword!
Super Death Staff!
It's a burning super death staff!
It was the Art Tower theme.
Burning super death spear!
Yeah, and you lose it if you get hit. And here's the fun part. It was the Art Tower theme in Castlevania 64, Legacy of Darkness.
Castlevania 64... Just imagine a world where we got a 2.5D Castlevania game instead of whatever the fuck the N64 games were. Yeah, if you were even if you were John Morris, I don't think you'd get enough height and distance from using the whip on the ceiling that you would just die. It's a trap. You got fucking lucky there.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, you better get out of there.
Is the water patiently waiting for me to get up here? Ooh, whoa, whoa.
He's gonna kill himself. Oh, I thought he was gonna kill himself.
I don't think he can.
Oh yeah, the boss at the top is really easy. Just quickly hit him back and forth like that.
Yeah, he's one of the easiest mid-bosses.
He's probably the easiest mid-boss in the entire fucking series.
Because all you just gotta do is keep hitting him until the water goes down.
Okay.
Oh! Okay. I mean, it looked like
A soul for a soul, as they say.
It stabbed him, but no blood came out.
Yeah, despite this game being gory as hell, and there was a hellhound that got exploded while it was being rotted away. Oh, but they can't show blood coming out of the spear?
Maybe they thought seeing the main character get brutally impaled by his own spear might have been a bit too much. But yeah, the crows in this game are fucking annoying. It takes a bit of a science to hit them without getting hit. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, there's
bitch.
this guy. There's like 2 forms of him.
And when you hit him, he goes whoa. Whoa.
Whoa. Yeah, I think you found the pattern there. Yeah, there's a red one, or pink, pinkish red.
He's
It's
got
not a night color.
He's got a halberd.
Why did they have to use like a little twang sound whenever he gets impaled by his own spear? Twang.
Classic Genesis sound type.
It's like the most. It's the most electrically charged. I don't know what the fuck, but I don't know what the fuck they used for that.
But it's cool.
It's like they put a buzzsaw on a guitar.
Whoop.
Or like one of those thin saws on a acoustic guitar or something. I know a lot of people compare the Genesis sound font to like electric shavers.
Is there any? Okay, there is no getting underneath his.
Nope, you are not safe by doing that.
There is no getting underneath his halberd.
You better get it within the next try.
Otherwise, I'm. Well, it just sets you back to the last checkpoint. You don't have to retry the entire stage, but you'll lose a continue.
Wait, can you jump and attack diagonally with him? Or...
No, you can only...
No, you can't. Okay.
But I could still use the... I could still twirl, for whatever that's worth. Oh, you bastard.
Okay, I was like... Hopefully that it'll do at the beginning of the fucking stage.
In this game, you get to return from your last checkpoint. But yeah, that's how the continues work in this game.
Oh, I think the crows at this point, they're just enemies that you gotta know are there, and you gotta quickly attack them before they even try to hurt you at all.
Okay, twirling does not work.
How did that not hit him?
Okay, twirling does not work. Twirling does not work on these guys.
It should work. Duck under him. I was gonna say, duck under him.
Oh. Why is it freezing?
Whoa, okay.
Okay.
I'm almost fucked with you there.
But don't touch me!
Right, the red one.
Nope. Okay. Okay. Got him.
Alright, nice.
And it's not over. At least I don't have to deal with that shit again.
Yeah, I think this part's easier than the one where it's going up.
Yeah, because you're just kind of riding it while also riding it out while also dealing with these Medusers. Medouche bags. These Medusa bags. These are Medusa bags!
Honestly, I don't even think Medusa heads are the most annoying enemies in this game.
Yeah, depending on the level, they can be.
I just never really found Medusa heads that annoying.
Look at the ones in Symphony of the Night.
Oh, okay. Now, fuck them. These little gremlins.
They kind of remind me of Ewoks.
Okay, here comes the wet fart statue. Yeah, the wet fart statue. I was gonna say, don't jump back. Wow, that was a cruel fate.
The spear didn't even fall down with me. Oh, you. Something.
Bow. Oh, ho, ho.
Okay.
What was that thing from Cards Against Humanity? Something you only get to experience once. Kamikaze pilots. Because the only way to experience it is to experience it yourself.
You only get to experience it once.
That's what that little gremlin guy just did. He literally just jumped after you just to take his own life. It's a weird jumping animation. How does he flex his body like that? That makes me a bit concerned. How would you even hit something like that?
Right.
Okay, now the guy's gonna jump out at you. Oh, okay, you got it.
I got him.
Yeah, I just recommend bum rushing these guys. If the Sega Genesis sound chip was pretty good, then why did the 32X sound like ass?
You see, how do you navigate that?
They got very weird hitboxes.
And I believe
He's gonna jump. Oh, nope, he's not gonna jump.
And I believe there is a... Give me the beat!
Oh my god.
Nope.
Oh, that is... I mean, you could... That's a thing where you could use the downward... I don't know if I want to say downward thrust. That sounds weird.
Yeah, I mean, say it like it is.
Oh, use the diagonal thing. The diagonal thing is more useful than you think.
right? Oh, and these guys.
Yeah, just let them run, and then just avoid them. Just go down the stairs. Don't even bother.
Maybe I can get them with the axe.
I'd just run down the stairs.
Let them
Yes,
eat. Just let them eat the wall.
Oh yeah, here's the creatively named Golem.
Yeah, the pancake golem. Because he looks like a fucking stack of pancakes.
Yeah, when I said I wanted blueberry pancakes, I think you put too much blueberry on it. Like, the diagonal spear would work well against this boss.
Ow! Hell, even the sound it makes when I hit him with the spear sounds like I'm taking a bite out of him. Oh. No.
I don't think eating rocks is a very, well, I don't think it's very high in nutritional value. I mean, unless you want to say, minerals. Yeah, despite being a rock monster, that death seems rather brutal.
The way he raises his fist in anger. I like to imagine he's giving the middle finger.
Putting up a middle finger at the last possible second.
Yep, that's what I was just about to say. A rocky middle finger.
Stage 3.
One of the more obnoxious stages. For
yeah, especially because of the harpies. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't the harpies that were bad. It was something else in this level that was fucking annoying.
actually, it's in a later stage, I think. It's the fucking plants with like the swinging.
Oh, I
things.
fucking hate the plants. I hate the plants with the laser pollen or whatever the fuck.
They're impossible to dodge.
Even though they are possible to dodge, it's just very, very specific how you do it.
Yeah, it's a very strict window.
Like, you would not know unless you saw someone else do it. But those plants are the most annoying enemies in the game. Definitely. Yeah, it makes you wonder, does the super jump actually hurt them?
It did just a second ago. Yeah, right, like that.
Wow. I haven't fucking played as, this guy that much, so I didn't even know a high jump hurt people.
He's kind of fun to play. I should have seen that coming.
Jump. Oh. Oh god. Well, you missed that power up. Oh, never mind. You get the power. No, you get the power. Yeah. Don't. Just ignore me. Ignore me. Ignore my doubt.
Poke, 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 poke.
Yeah, that's what the CPUs in Rivals of Aether do. That's all they do is just poke you. Poke, 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 poke. Now, I believe this is one of the sections that's different for this character rather than John. John. A basic-ass name like John.
But it's also a very holy name. John the Baptist. But yeah.
What is up there?
If I had stayed closer to the left side, I would probably have found out. Whoa! Okay. Nothing too difficult. Just another one of those guys.
Oh, Frankenstein is a boss? Or is it... It's either in this stage or in a later one.
Either he's in the end of the stage, which I think he is. Flawless victory.
Now this part reminds me of... It's giving me bad vibes, because it reminds me of a stage in Mega Man 8. What was it, Astro Man? No, well, I don't think it was Astro Man stage. It was something similar like this.
Right. I think I know which stage you're talking about.
Sections like this always suck.
I know it's called the Leaning Tower of Pisa, but I don't think it leans this much. I don't think it teeters.
Yeah, and I don't think it rocks back and forth.
Oh, that could've... Oh well. Oh, fuck!
Oh.
The way the music falls with the character is so funny. Oh. Oh no, I fucked up! And right at the end, too.
Man, it's just...
Oh no, no, no. It's scary.
Oh.
Hmm? The soundtrack in this game is very unique.
That was basically useless. Oh, move to the left. Oh, okay.
Was it just me, or did that mummy give me the middle finger?
I think he did.
Yeah, look. When he throws one of his bandages.
What?
He's giving some kind of a gesture.
He's doing like the meme image where the guy's holding up 4 fingers.
Right.
Someone needs to draw that.
And now here's the trippy part.
Oh, this part was kind of annoying.
Especially when you start to see the platforms you just passed behind you, which is kind of really cool, but also really disorienting.
Oh look, there they are. So basically, this is the Overkill and Avenged Sevenfold Bat in droves come to kill you. The stage.
Okay.
And then there's like a gargoyle bat thing at the top, and it's... one of its attacks is fine, but then it's like... one of its other attacks is super fucking annoying.
Right. And here's one of the bosses that gives me quite a bit of trouble.
Yeah, the gargoyle bat thing.
Okay. Okay, but as Eric Lacard, he's not that troublesome. I'll tell.
He's not that troublesome. Gets fucking decimated.
I mean, I was on low health, so... But at least I won't have to suffer that climbing section. Or will I?
Oh. No.
Okay, good.
No.
I don't have to.
Round 2. Fight. Evan versus Gargoyle. Fight. Could you imagine, like, if this game had didn't some Genesis games have like voice acting, or am I wrong?
Yes, some of them did have voice acting, just because such a dramatic ending for that poor gargoyle.
Super jump into it. Oh. Yeah.
Okay, well I got a cool stop frame. I once made like an outfit in Pokemon Legends Arceus that's supposed to look a lot like Eric Lacard's artwork design.
Really?
Yeah, I made a Tumblr post
about it. Did you play
about it.
Legend CA yet?
Yeah, I've been playing it. It's fun. Alright.
Oh, you're in the Nazi factory.
And with one of the best songs in the game.
Isn't this Iron Blue Intention?
Yep. I would love to stop.
They did not need to go this hard for a Nazi skeleton theme. Yeah, I almost expect the fucking Puppet Master to be one of the bosses.
Except
that wouldn't make sense because he's the good guy, but except he's the bad guy in some of the... I don't know how to fucking explain that.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot they could do that. I can't believe it. Skeletor likes fascism.
Skills.
I, for one, do not support fascism.
Skeletor is a Nazi.
What? Who is spreading this on Twitter? I am never a Nazi. Never was, never will. How dare this Austrian painter deplore my good name?
Then why do you have this picture? Why do you have this picture on your hall of you standing next to Hitler?
AI generated by Sora AI.
Eric Lacard.
It's all fake news. AI generated phonies. You know, it's kind of like Walt Disney, you know.
I send it in the Goober chat. That was kind of my take on trying to like recreate the look of Eric Lacard.
He would have a Lucario.
Eric Lucario. Or maybe like a Bisharp.
Is there a Pokemon with a spear?
I'm trying to think of an example. Like a Pokemon that has a spear or a staff.
Metallica sells whiskey now?
Since when?
What? I don't fucking know. Well, I mean, they did do a cover song called Whiskey in the Jar, so... makes sense.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait for Sabaton cigars.
Is that the next album that's coming out?
No. I just think it would be funny. Metallica sells whiskey, Sabaton sells cigars.
Yep.
But Sabaton's new album did come out already. And I'm glad they switched it up a bit. Because, you know, they gotta talk about war all the time, but they talked about more historical figures this time around.
Interesting. When are we gonna get a metal song about Benjamin Franklin?
I mean, Tenacious D referenced him. I don't know if that counts.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, he referenced the Benjamin Franklin and the Tenacious D song, "The Government Totally Sucks."
And he's right.
The government totally sucks, you motherfucker. The government totally sucks. That is not a sound a door makes. One of the songs, or one of the parts in that song, "The Government Totally Sucks," is basically Dexit in a nutshell. And they're taking all the fucking beautiful animals, yeah, and making them fucking extinct.
Fucking extinct.
Oh no!
Did you see how boldly I ran up on that guy?
That was fucking ballsy. Why do these compressor things sound like an alarm clock? Oh, wait, I think there's a glitch you can do. Where if you, like, super jump... Oh, yeah, I was gonna say you can clip through them by... not like that! That's not what I meant. But, like, if you super jump at the right time as you're about to be crushed, you can literally go, like, clip through the crushers.
I'm on my last stock, so I'm not sure if that's a good idea right now.
You might as well go out boldly. Oh, that one up there is having a great time.
Oh. Mm.
I can see the fear in your eyes.
I just needed to recenter myself. Well.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
I'm playing games.
Whoa. Oh.
And again.
There we go. A fitting end, I suppose.
What a way to go. Alright, it's your turn.
Alright, I guess I'll try this.
How long has it been since you played Bloodlines?
Years.
You probably got it. Okay, so...
How do I start?
So... I think you might have to start an online session and I'll have to join so I can spectate. Can't wait until night to slay the blights in the holy name of God!
I can't wait until night is a banger. I guess I'll play as the man, the legend, the John Walker, Texas Ranger John Walker. I need to, like, get my bearings on this.
Alright.
Okay, so that's my jump. That's attack. Okay, I got it.
Wipe.
Oh yeah, you can do this weird thing where you're like...
Yeah, where you can turn around mid-jump.
But it doesn't do anything.
It just and you look like you're like struggling around in a straitjacket.
It looks so stupid.
You look like you got your hands tied behind your back as you're jumping around. Like an insane person.
Could you imagine being able to instantly turn around when you jump in real life? Like, oh, you can swing down. Okay, I forgot.
Yeah, he's got almost as much mobility as Simon does in Castlevania 4, just without the whip like lashing thing.
Dangle.
The dangle.
The dangling.
On this note, I guess I'll read up on the wikis of both John Morris and Eric Lacard.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna... Wait, swap player 1 and 2 from the suspend menus. Oh, so we didn't even have to fucking switch the thing.
So that's what that's for. I guess that's convenient. I didn't even know you could do that.
I was trying to... I remember being able to skip this, but... Sure, man.
John Morris. In the Japanese version, he's called Johnny Morris.
Johnny Morris.
Place of origin, Texas, USA. Date of birth, December 12th, 1895.
So he literally is Texas Walker Ranger. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Walker, Texas Ranger Walker. Fucking bats are the fucking pain in my ass.
His date of birth, December 12th, 1895. Date of death, early 20th century. Age 22. Relatives: Lloyd Morris, ancestor. Grandfather unnamed. Quincy Morris, father. Mina, mother. Jonathan Morris, son. Partnerships: Eric Lacard, Morgan, teacher. A young man with Belmont blood. But, I mean, he is technically related to the clan, but he's not, the Belmont.
Oh yeah, related.
They're like cousins.
I got this fucking cool light whip.
Yeah, until you get hit. He uses the Vampire Killer, a magic whip passed down in the Morris family, and is active as a vampire hunter.
I hate these skull powers.
John Morris is one of the two protagonists of Castlevania Bloodlines. He is the member of the Morris clan, an offshoot of the Belmont clan, and wields the Vampire Killer, much like his ancestors. He is Jonathan Morris's father, and a close friend of Eric Lacard. In his early life, John was born in Texas to the Morris family, a branch of the Belmont clan. His ancestors had been mainly active in England, but since they were unable to make a living out of vampire hunting, they had forsaken their calling. In the middle of the 19th century, during the Gold Rush, the Morris family sought their fortune in America. After enjoying much success in the Texas gold mining business, they became billionaires.
Wow.
Man is rich. When John was 2 years old, his father, Quincy, went to visit an old friend in England. There he came across Count Dracula. Quincy fought and defeated Dracula, but was killed. After his father's death, John studied under a tutor and was taught magic by an elderly Native American man named Morgan. At the age of 18, he was informed about the history and fate of the Morris family by his grandfather. He subsequently partook in a test with the vampire killer. Upon grasping the whip, he was enveloped by a red aura emerging from it. The red aura then seemed to enter his body and faded. It was then that John's life as a vampire hunter began. Thanks to the vampire killer and the magic taught to him by Morgan, John earned many successes in vampire hunting. In 1914, Elizabeth Bartley, Count Dracula's niece, was revived from a 300-year slumber by the sorceress Drolta Zwentes at the ruins of Castle Dracula. After Dracula's body had been turned to ash, as following his defeat at the hands of Quincy Morris, Dracula's resentful spirit continued to wander the earth, searching for a new body. Elizabeth became involved in the outbreak of World War I and plotted to use the souls of the millions of people who died as sacrifices to bring back her uncle. So yeah, all those people who died during the First World War after Francis Ferdinand's assassination, she's using their souls to try and bring back Dracula.
Really?
In order to conduct...
No damage!
Yeah!
Okay, watch this. I'm gonna try to do this. Yeah!
Fucking Indiana Jones did. In order to conduct the ritual, Elizabeth had to reach Castle Proserpina, located above Whitby, England, where the spirit of Dracula was waiting. In 1917, after defeating several vampires in the German state of Saxony, John, with the help of German forces, arrived in the Romanian town of Bistritz to visit his father's grave. Monsters had shown up near the town ever since a mysterious, beautiful woman appeared at the ruins of Castle Dracula. Together with a mysterious man called Eric Lacard, John went to the castle in search of Elizabeth. After instead being faced with one of the monsters under the control of Drolta Zwentes, John and Eric followed Elizabeth across Europe, ultimately arriving at Castle Proserpina. Thanks to their combined efforts, Elizabeth and Drolta were defeated, and Dracula's resurrection was prevented. Dracula's resentful spirit faded from Europe, having been driven back to his dark netherworld. After the battle with Dracula and Elizabeth, it took a very long time for John to recover. It was eventually discovered through the use of magic that the vampire killer had consumed a large amount of his life. John and Eric learned that for someone who is not of the Belmont family, to use the true power of the vampire killer, the wielder must give up a part of their own life each time. However, at this point, John had already used the true power of the whip too much, which took a toll on his health.
I did not know the whip did that.
Yeah, if you're using the power of the whip and if you're not of the Belmont family, even if you're like semi-related to it, to use its power, it uses your life. It takes years off of you. And it also makes it harder for you to recover from injuries. Around 1926, John fathered a son named Jonathan. In order to spare him from the ill effects of the whip would have on his health, John refused to teach Jonathan how to use the vampire killer. Instead, he wanted his son to develop the strength to survive without using the whip. After having only taught Jonathan the basics of fighting, John passed away. Because he had never told his son the reason for not teaching him how to use the vampire killer, Jonathan resented him for several years. However, he would eventually learn the truth from Eric when Dracula resurrected in 1944. Unlike him, his son was able to fully use the power without any negative effects on his health, as his son was possibly the final Morris to have ownership of the whip.
Wait, that's canonized? That's the final person to ever have it?
As far as the lore goes, Jonathan Morris was the last canonical Morris we see.
Okay, this boss is kicking my... Oh my god. Hitting this dude with a non-upgraded whip is a pain in the ass.
Yeah. There's a pattern.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Almost drowned.
I had everything, and then it was gone. Oh no. Oh, I was gonna say, now there's a crow and a guy.
Burp, 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 burp. And now on to Eric Lacard. Place of origin, Segovia, Spain. Date of birth, May 3rd, 1892. Date of death, 1944. 25 years old in Bloodlines, 50 or 52 in Portrait of Ruin. He has blonde hair in Bloodlines, but it for some reason turns black in Portrait of Ruin. By Portrait of Ruin.
Huh?
I guess he decided to go through a bit of an identity change or something. He was a young man who loved art, but when his lover was turned into a vampire by Elizabeth, he was awakened as a vampire hunter and vowed revenge with the magical Alucard spear in hand.
Alright, that guy, not a problem at all.
Burp. Whoa.
Alright, ace that shit.
Yeah. And it's when you get to Eric Lacard's biography that his character becomes a whole lot more interesting.
Oh. Shit.
In his early childhood, Eric was born in Segovia, Spain, to the Lacards, a magistrate family who were related to the Belmont clan by blood and were in possession of an enchanted weapon known as the Alucard spear. He was the second son of a family of 5 siblings. Like his other relatives, Eric began to learn fencing and martial arts at age 3. By age 10, he was the best fighter in the whole family and the most proficient spear user in Spain. By age 11, his family arranged for him to be engaged to Lucy Seward.
Well, yeah, those times were different.
I'm gonna skip over the paragraph about his lore in Castlevania Judgment, since that game is non-canonical. And also,
Because fuck Judgment.
and that game also kind of sucks, and it's like the worst fighting game to exist.
That's a fucking title. I mean, there's a lot of contenders for that.
Right? For a game that's called Castlevania Judgment, it got judged pretty poorly. At some point, Eric turned his back on his destiny as a hunter. He found that he preferred sculpting to martial arts, much to the chagrin of his father, leading to many arguments. When he was 18 years old, he left his house to become a sculptor, leaving behind his fiancée. 5 years later, Eric joined the construction of the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona. On the night of a thunderstorm, he was visited by a mysterious old man. The old man told Eric that Elizabeth Bartley, Count Dracula's niece, was revived from a 300-year slumber and was planning to bring her uncle back to life. He handed Eric a key and told him to head back to his ancestral home to fulfill his destiny as a vampire hunter. Unknown to Eric, the identity of the old man was Michael R. Belmont. A character who literally only has a name and nothing else aside from the brief mention in Bloodlines plot.
There's not even a game about him.
Yeah, because during this time, Richter Belmont swore to leave the vampire killer in the hands of other vampire hunters, while the Belmonts lay low and prepare for Dracula's eventual grand return in 2035. Well, there's your first game over. So the only time a Belmont had stepped out of the shadows during that point was to call to action another person who was related to the Belmont family. After a few days of consideration, Eric made up his mind to go back. However, upon his return, Eric was met with tragedy. His fiancée, Lucy Seward, who had waited for him all this time...
That was a stupid death.
Whoops. I didn't even see that. Lucy Seward, who had waited for him all this time, had her blood sucked by Elizabeth 10 days before he had come home. Eric met with a bedridden Lucy, and she told him that her soul was trapped inside Dracula's castle, located at Bistritz, Romania. After asking Eric to save her soul, she calmly passed away. So, I guess, despite how vampires work, she wasn't turned into a vampire. She just had her...
Uh-huh. What?
Because when you get bit by a vampire, you're supposed to turn into a vampire yourself. But I guess Elizabeth works differently.
How?
Instead of turning her into a vampire, Elizabeth just took her soul and trapped it in Dracula's castle. So that was kind of the obligation for the first stage when you're playing as Eric. Lucy's body was later buried with her head cut off and a wooden stake piercing her heart. Oh yeah, to prevent her from coming back as a vampire. Tragic, but you know. Do what needs to be done. When Eric's rage against Elizabeth reached its peak, the key which was given to him by the mysterious old man began to shine. It led Eric to a small marble temple located in the corner of his house's garden. When he opened the door with the key, he came upon the Alucard spear tied to a chain, emitting a pale blue light. Once he grasped the spear, the chain loosened and he felt a shock inside his body. It was then that Eric awoke to his destiny as a vampire hunter.
Oh boy! This wonderful stage.
Fun.
It's even more fun when you can't hit them.
When Eric arrived in the town of Bistritz, he encountered Quincy's son, John Morris, who, just like him, was distantly related to the Belmont family. Eric fulfilled his role as a member of the Lacard clan, as he and John participated in a ceremony that allowed John to utilize the power of the vampire killer. Together they headed to the ruins of Dracula's castle in search of Elizabeth. In the aftermath, Eric would later find a new love, and she bore him twin daughters in 1923. Stella, the firstborn, would inherit Eric's physical prowess, while Loretta would inherit his magical gifts. Though neither took up the Alucard spear, they were trained in the ways of the Lacard clan, and learned the ritual that was needed to unlock the full power of the vampire killer. Even knowing that they would be well trained as warriors, Eric could be somewhat overprotective of them. After the battle against Dracula in 1917, John had taken an unusual amount of time to recover. Using magic, he and Eric were able to discover that it was the vampire killer itself that interfered in his healing. If the wielder was not a direct male line descendant of the Belmont clan, the whip used up some of the life force of its user in exchange for using its full power. Funny that it says direct male line descendant of the Belmont clan when Sonia Belmont exists.
Yeah, wasn't Castlevania Legends a thing? People don't like to think it's a thing because it's a bad game, but
it was a thing.
And also, technically, canonically, doesn't she have a child with Alucard?
Yes. It's revealed near the end of the game that she is in love with Alucard, and she is shown holding a baby at the end of the game, so it implies that they banged, and now also the next Belmont is also closely related to Dracula by blood. So you have a half human, half vampire.
Nice going.
Well, you have a half human, half vampire because Alucard is half human, half vampire. So like 3/4 vampire, or 1/4 vampire, 1/3 vampire, whichever. So that would mean Sonia's son or daughter is also would also mean that Dracula is their grandparent, which is also their mortal enemy.
I gotta go kill Grandpa again? God damn it. He's such an old coot.
He's such a difficult piece of shit.
Grandpa's such an asshole. I hate when he comes by the family reunion. He always tries to suck my blood or some shit. He's weird. He's weird.
He's weird.
He's weird.
But yeah, that's another Castlevania game
that
that's not
sub weapon
canon.
Completely fucked that mini boss.
Love it. It is so overpowered.
And I accidentally grabbed the fucking other sub weapon.
Oof.
Great.
That music is pretty addicting, isn't it?
It makes me feel like I'm having an existential crisis.
Yeah, it sounds pretty clowny. Speaking of clowny, the Funhouse level music track in Spider-Man for the Genesis.
Yeah. Horrible. Horrible.
One of the worst pieces of video game music of all time.
That didn't even touch me, man.
That didn't even touch you!
Oh, but that mummy attack that clearly touched me, that didn't touch me. Hey, you know, some healing would be nice.
Yeah?
Oh wow. I almost didn't see that bat from the fucking background.
Yeah.
Nothing? There's nothing here. There's nothing.
But yeah, Legends is that one Castlevania game that Konami wants to pretend doesn't exist.
Good, because it was bad.
That game is basically fan fiction. Like, terrible fan fiction. That they made. And they made it solely because they wanted... And they made that game solely because they wanted to have a female Belmont. They wanted...
Well,
they wanted some female representation.
And we haven't gotten another female since.
Oh, also, the reason that game even came out in the first place was because they were writing off the coattails of Pokemon Red and Blue reviving the Game Boy Color for a few more years.
Really?
Yeah, hence the game came out in 1997.
So they literally only made it because Pokemon existed.
Well, yes. Because Castlevania the Adventure sucked, and while Belmont's Revenge sold a little better, I don't think it sold all that much better compared to the console games. And they thought, oh, looks like this one new game that's coming out is rekindling sales for the Game Boy. Why don't we try and make another Castlevania game for it and see if it sells any better than the other two? It didn't.
It didn't.
It didn't sell as horribly as it wasn't as horrible as Castlevania the Adventure, but it was not to the level of polish that Belmont's Revenge was.
Belmont's Revenge was an honestly underrated game.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking good.
Also, Belmont's Revenge, what is he getting revenge on? The shitty game?
Well, yeah, it is kind of like a revenge on the game. But also he wants revenge on Dracula for using his son's body to bring himself back.
Was it Christopher Belmont?
Yeah, Christopher Belmont's the one you play as, and it's his son, Saul Belmont, who gets possessed by Dracula's spirit. And so he, Christopher goes on a quest to, save his son and slay Dracula for the second time in his life.
Yeah, who slayed Dracula the most? Oh my god, this section is a fucking nightmare as John.
Yeah, it's a surprise that I managed to clear that the first time. I mean, I've practiced that stage so many times that I kind of know it by heart. When I was trying to do a semi-legitimate playthrough. It would be cool to get like a spin-off game from Konami or something where you get to play as Saul Belmont, because he kind of just exists as a plot point, and the motivation, and he just kind of serves to give Christopher Belmont a motivation to fight.
Also, I'm surprised the internet has not gotten a hold of Sonia Belmont as I thought. It's like, oh, she's the only female one. But I guess people did not care about that game enough to do that, which is actually fucking hilarious.
There was once going to be a Sega Dreamcast game that was going to be kind of like a sequel to Castlevania Legends called Castlevania Resurrection. And it's,
yeah, it was probably bound to fail due to that title alone. Anything with resurrection in the title is bound to suck ass.
Well, they definitely canceled it because of the poor sales of Castlevania Legends, and people just did not have interest in the game. If anything, from what we know of the game's existence, because all there was of it was like a demo. There was like demo assets of it only appeared once as like a demo in a game presentation convention, and it never resurfaced.
That's the poor soul that actually wanted to play that game.
From what we know about it, it was another attempt at a 3D Castlevania, but this one looked a lot more like Tomb Raider. Which, I mean, if you really think about it, Tomb Raider is kind of like a 3D Castlevania. Or vice versa. Don't forget you can use that axe. Don't forget you can use the axe to get a few easy hits on him. I won't spoil much of the lore, since Eric Lacard is pretty prominent in Portrait of Ruin, and I know you haven't played Portrait of Ruin. Or finished it, I think.
No, not yet. And I heard Order of Ecclesia is a pain in the ass.
But yeah, that game, that game is really hard because they were addressing a concern that was being said about the two other Castlevania games for DS, where it just wasn't as hard as the originals. And they were like,
okay, like,
oh, and they're like,
you didn't need to make it fucking grindy bullshit.
And they were like, you want hard? You want Castlevania hard? I'll give you Castlevania hard. And they gave us the difficulty that we've come to remember and enjoy / hate.
It's a love-hate.
But yeah, Order of Ecclesia has some very insane level curves that I could not enjoy on a casual playthrough. So, when I did my run of the game, I played it on a flash cart, and I had it with like EXP multiplier cheats on, plus an instant health refill button combo. Because Jesus Christ, that game is hard. And I'm sure, like, it's rewarding once you figure out the right glyph combinations to, like, make the game a bit easier. But it's still painfully tough. Even with cheats.
So it's just one of those games.
It's just one of those games!
Give me chicken.
Give me the meat!
Oh. I don't care, Mr. Skeleton.
Ew. Whoa!
Whoa. This guy's a bit of an asshole. There we go.
Run. Yeah, I was gonna say run before he gets back up. Just go. Just go. Oh.
Is that it? God damn. We both died at the same stage.
You got as far as I did. I thought at least one of us would get to level 5. Oh well, I guess that's it. We could do this with like some of the other Castlevania or other games too, where we just like compare playthroughs or compete playthroughs, since they're relatively short games.
Yeah, that was fun.
It's kind of sad that this game doesn't actually have multiplayer like I originally thought it did, but we found a way to make it work. We found a way to have our own fun with it. where's that feature that lets you? All right. Well, I guess that's a. What other?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mega Man: The Wily Wars. I
And we
don't.
should do that.
Yeah, maybe we should do like a run or so of this, maybe. Yeah. I mean, we blasted through the whole trilogy uh back on campus. It would be fun to do a rerun of this.
Yeah, except you don't get the pause trick in Mega Man 1 anymore, so good luck fighting the Yellow Devil. I know the pattern because I'm not a bitch.
He's
It just
easy.
takes a really long fucking time, you see?
It's easy. You just gotta keep up.
Yeah, I know the pattern because I'm not a bitch. Oh, and I beat Mega Man 2 without the Metal Blade, still not a bitch.
Like a real Mega Man. Street Fighter 2
This
Special
this
Champ.
game's gonna grow your Mega Man into a Mega Manhood.
Super Street Fighter 2 Special Campaign. Special Champion
Super
Edition.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Why don't you Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo your way out of this fucking lobby?
Streets of Rage. I've never played the Streets of Rage games. They would be fun as multiplayer. I think it's like Double Dragon.
I've played Shinobi before.
The Revenge of Chernobyl.
Oh yeah, Altered Beast, the game that Breaking Benjamin themselves randomly chose to have a clone of.
Yeah.
Kid Chameleon. Vector Man. I see this guy showing up in a lot of Smash mods for some reason, Vector Man. Like I know who he is, but I didn't know he had that much of a cult following to, have him want people in mods. I don't know.
I think he once had a canceled game for like the Dreamcast or PS2 or something. I forget the details. I really should delve into the Genesis library a bit more because I haven't really played much from it aside from the Sonic games.
I mean, I've only played and beaten a few Sonic games, like the first three and Heroes and Generations. Me, myself, I don't want to delve too deep into the uber autistic rabbit hole that is Sonic.
Hey, that's totally fair.
And especially after, you know, someone we knew was such a big Sonic fan. You know, I like Sonic, but I'm not like a fan of Sonic, if that makes any sense. Like Sonic, he's a cool character. Some of his games are cool, but man, has he been plagued by some real ass munchers in the past 2 decades.
Yep. I like Sonic. I played a few of the games. I don't consider myself a true fan, but I like his thing.
Oh yeah, but this game, Super Thunderblade. Now that sounds badass.
Super Thunderblade.
Wait, Virtua Fighter was started on fucking Genesis? How
Virtual
do you get how do you get 3D models in a fucking Genesis game?
I almost wanna like.
Unless it's one of those kinds of ports. I know they did a port of Mortal Kombat on Genesis. How the fuck did you do that? Because you need like 6 buttons to play Mortal Kombat. How do you put him on 3? How do you put Mortal Kombat on 3?
How do you put Mortal Kombat on GBA?
Oh no, we don't talk about Mortal Kombat Advance.
You can't even do the fucking fatalities which the game is known for, but they can do it to you.
They did actually make a decent Mortal Kombat game on GBA. It was like Mortal Kombat GBA or no, it was Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition. And it was just like a port of Deadly Alliance, which was a game on PS2, so does it really count? I mean, they were able to put 3D 3D on GBA was fucking weird.
Yeah.
I mean, F-Zero seemed to do it pretty well. But I
Right.
don't know if you should make that into a fighting game.
I mean, you're gonna unless you're ready to have another Balls 3D situation.
You want balls for Christmas.
Speaking of, did they put Balls 3D on the Genesis? I doubt it. I can't remember if they
No,
did
they
or not.
didn't.
It would have been funny if they did.
Clay Fighter. That's not on Genesis, but it's Clay Fighter would be on Genesis if it was an earlier game.
Yeah. Oh, Mario and Wario. I knew that game was gonna come on here eventually.
Wasn't that a Japanese only game?
Yes.
Is that even canon? That can't be a canon game.
It's just a puzzle game. It got referenced a lot in Pokemon at the beginning because it was made by Game Freak.
Really?
Yeah,
How do you know?
if you interact with the TV, if you interact with the TV in Red's house at the start of the game, he'll comment something. Mario's wearing a bucket on his head, and because that's the whole like thing of the game is Wario drops a bucket on Mario's head and makes him dizzy, walking around, can't see anything, and the whole thing is you're navigating him in a way that's actually pretty similar to how you navigate the mini Mario's and Mario versus Donkey Kong 2. So it's kind of like a precursor to that, I think.
Okay, but like, how can he not get the bucket off of his head?
Yeah, that's a good question. How can you not?
What, are you a Skyrim bartender where a bucket is placed over your head and you're just forced to deal with it? And then you just get to rob all their shit? Guys, Skyrim and Mario shared universe.
Shared universe.
Oh, but yeah, fun time.
Yeah, that'll be good for tonight then. I'll see you guys later.
Later.